Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to continue with our 1971 All-Star Extravaganza. This is Game 4, best of 7 between the American League and the National League. All games being played in Detroit at Tiger Stadium. The National League are the home team in this game. Let's catch you up to speed on what happened. The American League won Game 1 7-3. The winning pitcher was Jim Palmer. Won Game 1 6-1. The winning pitcher was Vida Blue. The losing pitcher was Doc Ellis. We played with the exact starting lineups as the actual 1971 All-Star game. In Game 2, the National League would come back in 11 innings, winning 6-3. The winning pitcher was Clay Carroll out of the bullpen. The losing pitcher was McDowell for the American League. Hank Aaron was 2 for 3 with a home run. Willie Mays in Game 1 was 2 for 3 with a home run. The American Leaguers would take a 2-1 lead in the series with a 7-3 victory. Palmer got the win, Jenkins the loss. Oliva was 4 for 4 with a home run and 5 ribbies. We move on to the pivotal Game 4. The American League is up 2-1. Let's give the starting lineups and play some action PC baseball. For the American League, Rod Carew leads off, playing second base. Batting second in center field, Bobby Mercer. Batting third in right field, Frank Robinson. Batting fourth in left field, Tony Oliva. Batting fifth, manning the hot corner from the Baltimore Orioles, Brooks Robinson. Batting sixth at first base, Norm Cash. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Norm Freehand. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Little Louis Aparicio. And getting another start is the Game 1 starter, Vida Blue, here in Game 4, trying to provide that 3-1 edge for the American League. For the National Leaguers, all hopes fall on Juan Marichal as he will be pitching. Leading off, Willie Mays playing center field. Hank Aaron's in right, batting second. Joe Torre's at third base, batting third. Willie Stargell in left field, batting fourth. Willie McCovey, stretch at first base, batting fifth. Johnny Bench behind the plate, doing the catching, batting sixth. Beckert batting seventh at second base, and Bud Harrelson from the New York Metropolitans batting eighth at shortstop. And Juan Marichal batting ninth, doing the pitching again. All hopes are put on Juan Marichal, as Captain Carl has come over from Minnesota, taking that quick flight over to Detroit to watch the ball game. He's in the stands. Thank you once again for joining us, Captain Carl. Hopefully someday we can have on the show to discuss baseball or anything else. Alright, so here I play as the American League, and the PC engine plays as the National League. And let's make sure we have that set properly as I set the lineups for both teams. Actually, this is the opening lineup for Game 1. I just picked the pitcher for the National League. Let's go to Preferences. Nope, we're all set with that. Okay. Alright, so here's Rod Carew to lead things off. Carew in the series batting .286 with 2 ribbies. Marichal deals to Carew. Ground ball to Beckert. He charges to his right, flips to McCovey. 1 down, ball game on its way. And here comes Bobby Mercer. Mercer struggling, 181, 1 homer, 2 ribbies. Bench sets the target. The pitch from Marichal to Mercer. Fly, pop up. McCovey gives chase, runs out of room. Souvenir for a fan. So you have Johnny Bench behind the plate. 10 out of 10 defensive range, 9 out of 10 arm. Torrey, 4 out of 10 at third. Harrelson, outstanding, 10 out of 10 at short. Beckert, very good at second, 7 out of 10. McCovey, above average, 6 out of 10 at first. Stargell, 5 out of 10 range, 4 out of 10 arm in left. Mays, 6 out of 10 range, 2 out of 10 arm in center. And Hank Aaron, 5 out of 10 range in right, 4 out of 10 arm. So with 1 out and a 2-2 count, Bobby Mercer awaits the Juan Marichal offering pitch, homeward bound. Mercer swings, that's a base hit to center. So a 1-out single for Bobby Mercer. And here comes Frank Robinson batting .250, no homers and no ribbies in the series. Frank ready to grip and rip off Juan Marichal. He did face him when he was in the National League. Here's the pitch to Big Frank Robinson. Fly ball, deep left center field. Mays on the run, and what a catch by the say-hey kid, Willie Mays. Mercer goes back to tag, 80% chance of making it. Here's a throw from Mays, a slide by Mercer, and he's safe. But what a catch by the say-hey kid, even though aging. Let's watch that again. Look how far he went in the left center field, calling off Willie Stargell. What a magnificent catch by Willie Mays. Mercer tags, reaches second with 2 outs, and here's the dangerous Tony Oliva batting .625 with a home run and a ribby, trying to give the American Leaguers a 1-0 lead here. Marichal deals to Oliva. Oliva sends that ball shallow right. Aaron comes in, makes the catch, and it's a diving catch as he tumbles after the dive, and the side is retired. Marichal tips his cap to the right fielder as Aaron just saved a run. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless, thanks to Hammer and Hank Aaron. Due up for the American League, Carew, Mercer, and Robinson. For the National League, Mays, Aaron, and Torrey to face Vida Blue. Willie Mays batting .600, 2 homers, and 2 ribbies. Blue Game 1 winner. He deals to Mays. And that ball is deep, and Oliva makes the running catch in the left field corner. Oliva, normally a right fielder, but we have Frank Robinson out there, so we move Oliva to left, and Yastrzemski sits the bench. So 1 out. And here's Hammer and Hank Aaron. Free hands behind the plate, 8 out of 10 range, 4 out of 10 arm. Robinson, well, he's a human vacuum cleaner at third, 10 out of 10. Aparicio, 6 out of 10 at short. Carew, below average at second, 4 out of 10. And Cash, 4 out of 10 at first. Oliva in left, 3 out of 10 range, but I think that's a misnomer, as we just saw that magnificent play he made in the corner in left. 5 out of 10 arm. Mercer, 7 out of 10 range, 6 out of 10 arm. And Frank Robinson, 5 out of 10 range, 4 out of 10 arm. All right, here's the pitch to Hammer and Hank Aaron. Fly ball. Mercer going back in center, makes the catch in front of the track. 2 down. And here comes Joe Torre. I believe Torre was the MVP in the National League in '71. His numbers, 363, 24 homers, and 137 runners driven. In the playoff series, only 166, no homers, no ribbies. Torre awaits the blue offering, pitch homeward bound. And that's a base hit to right center. So Torre keeps the inning alive. 1 out, 2 on for Pops. Willie Stargell is batting .333 in the series with 1 homer and 2 ribbies. Cash holding Torre on. Blue throws over, and Torre gets back. Blue looks to first. Freehand sets the target. The pitch to Pops, Willie Stargell. And he walks. So Vida Blue, with 2 outs now, gives up a single and a walk. First and second for Stretch McCovey. Captain Carl says Vida Blue faces his idol, Willie Mays. Yes, he does. And Captain Carl says, yes, Joe Torre did win the MVP in the National League, with Vida Blue winning it in the American League. Thank you for that information. Always a great contributor to the community and in the chat, Captain Carl. All right, 2 outs, 2 on for Stretch McCovey, 166, no homers, no ribbies. Lefty-lefty matchup. Freehand wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to McCovey. Fly ball, shallow left center field. Mercer makes the catch, and the side is retired. The National League strand 2. We're through 1, no score. Top of the second, Robinson, Cash, and Freehand. That would be Brooks Robinson for the American League to face Juan Marichal. Brooks Robinson, 214, no homers and 2 ribbies in this best-of-7 All-Star extravaganza. American League leads the series 2-1. The pitch to Brooks Robinson. Fly ball, shallow left, Stargell in, makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Norm Cash, hoping to cash in. 231 homer, 1 ribby, left-handed batter. Bench sets the target. Marichal, the big leg kick, and the pitch. Cash swings, fly ball deep down the right field line. Aaron giving chase, and it's gone! Norm Cash has hit his 2nd home run in the series, and it's 1-0 American League. Aaron couldn't get to that one. And here's the replay of boom goes the ball, and Norm Cash, the Detroit Tiger, touches them all. And that's a thrill for the Tiger fans who have bought tickets for these 7 games, possibly. So 1-0 American League, and here comes his teammate, Bill Freehand. Freehand batting 100, no homers, and 2 ribbies. Marichal has to bear down here. Here's the pitch. Freehand, ground ball. Harrelson gobbles it up, throws to McCovey, and that's an out. So there's 2 outs, base is empty for little Louis Aparicio, 166, no homers, and 4 ribbies. Choking up on that bat. Bench goes through the signs. Marichal nods his head. Again, the big leg kick and the pitch to Aparicio. And that's a base hit for little Louis. And will he go for 2? No. As Stargell cut it off and quickly got it back into the infield. So a 2-out single by Aparicio. He's going to feel a little better about himself now. Keeps the inning alive, and here comes Vida Blue. Blue is 0 for 3. Aparicio being held on by McCovey. Bench goes through the signs. The pitch to Blue. And he strikes out swinging. But Marichal gives up a gopher ball to Cash. And it's 1-0 American League as we go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the National League. Bench, Beckert, and Harrelson to face Vida Blue. Johnny Bench, 250, no homers, no ribbies. Beckert on deck. The windup and the pitch from Blue to Bench. And he strikes him out! Big swing and a miss on the 2-2 count. Blew the fastball by him. 1 down. Glenn Beckert, 357, no homers, but a ribby. On deck, Bud Harrelson. Freehand sets the target, the pitch to Beckert. Ground ball to Aparicio. Long throw to Cash, 2 away. Base is empty for the number 8 batter, Buddy Harrelson. Juan Marichal on deck. Harrelson an 8 out of 10 bunter. Robinson moves in at third. Cash playing back at normal. Blue. He's ready. Pitch homeward bound to Bud Harrelson. And he walked him. Oh, wow. They pitched very carefully to Bud Harrelson. And here comes Juan Marichal getting his first start in the series, so he has no at-bats. In the 71 season, he batted 131 with 2 homers and 9 ribbies. If he can somehow go yard off Blue, the National League will have a 2-1 lead. Cash holding on to Harrelson, 82% chance of stealing second. Blue throws over, and Harrelson gets back, knocks him down to a 46% chance. Again, he peeks to first, now looks in at Freehand, nods his head, the pitch to his counterpart, Juan Marichal. And he strikes him out, pumps his fist, the side is retired. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 American League. Due up for the junior circuit, Carew, Mercer, and Frank Robinson to face Juan Marichal. Carew is 0 for 1. The pitch to Hot Rod Carew. And Carew grounds it to Becker. Nice range. Throws to McCovey for out number 1 in the top of the third. That'll bring up Bobby Mercer. Mercer's 1 for 1. He lined a single to center. Mercer, once thought the heir apparent to Mickey Mantle in New York, never lived up to those expectations, but was still a fine ball player. Frank Robinson on deck. Here's the pitch to Bobby. Mercer goes down swinging on the 0-2. So 2 up, 2 down. Marichal has now struck out 2. Base is empty. Top of the third. 1-0 American League. And here comes Frank Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Bench wiggles the fingers. Sets the target. The pitch to big Frank Robinson. Robinson shot down the left field line and foul. Stargell really gave a good run for it, but ran out of room. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Big Frank. He awaits the Marichal offering. Pitch homeward bound. And he strikes him out on the breaking pitch. Dropped off the table. Bottom of the third, 1-0 American League. They lead the series best of 7 in our All-Star Extravaganza, 2-1. Top of the order, Mays, Aaron, and Torrey to face Vida Blue, Game 1 winner as he beat Doc Ellis. Here's the pitch to the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, and he strikes him out. Blue is in a zone. And that's a third K for Vida Blue. And here's Hammer and Hank Aaron. He has 2 homers in this series. Freehand sets the target. The windup and the pitch from Blue to Aaron. Aaron sends it to shallow center. Who makes the catch? Carew going out, Mercer going in, and Mercer makes the catch. 2 down. I'll bring up Joe Torre, MVP of the National League in 71. He's 1 for 1. Torre can tie it with 1 swing of the bat. Blue shakes off Freehand. Now he's ready. He rocks and deals to Torre. That's a bounding ball to Robinson, who fires quickly to Cash, and 1-2-3 go the National League. Top of the 4th, 1-0 American League. Juan Marichal back up on the bump. He will face Oliva, Robinson, and Cash. Cash, the reason why the American League has a 1-0 lead, hit a homer down the right field line, upper deck in the top of the 2nd. Oliva's 0 for 1. Bench goes through the signs. Marichal nods his head. Here's the pitch to Tony O. And Oliva grounds it up the middle. Harrelson comes across the second base bag, fires to McCovey. 1 down. The defense has been absolutely outstanding here. And here comes Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Marichal deals quickly to Robinson. And fly ball down the left field line. Foul. Souvenir for a fan here. What a souvenir to be here at this All-Star Extravaganza. Best of 7, Game 4. American League leads 2-1. It's a 2-2 count to Brooksy. Again, that big leg kick by Marichal. And he deals. And, oh, Bench wanted the call on the off-speed pitch. Doesn't get it. That is a walk. So a 1-out walk to Robinson brings up Norm Cash, who hit the homer down the right field line. McCovey holding Robinson on. Can Cash cash in one more time? Bench sets the target, looking to go inside. Here's the pitch. Outside, as Marichal misses location. That ball is yanked down the right field line. 0-2 count. Cash in the hole. Marichal. He's ready. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. Cash. Fly ball. Right field. Aaron camping. And he makes the catch. 56% chance for Robinson to tag. He will not. Earl Weaver smoking his cigarettes. Remember, check out baseball demos tomorrow, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 77 White Sox card and dice Stratomatic against the Baltimore Orioles, and Earl Weaver in a pitcher with his cigarettes and tighty whities. I forgot what kind of cigarettes he smoked. I can't remember. So Robinson will not tag up. 2 outs, and here's Bill Freehand. He's 0 for 1. Aparicio on deck. Aparicio's 1 for 1. Marichal looks to first, now in at bench. He deals to Freehand. And he strikes him out. Wow, Marichal has made only 1 bad pitch, but that 1 bad pitch was a homer, upper deck down the right field line to Cash. Thus, the 1-0 lead by the American League. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 junior circuit. Due up for the senior circuit, Stargell, McCovey, and Bench. Willie Stargell walked his first time up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Freehand sets the target. The pitch to Pop Stargell. Ground ball to Carew. Over to Cash. So Stargell grounds out to second. 1 down. Here comes Stretch McCovey. Batting 142. No homers, no ribbies in the series. Bench on deck. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Blue was dominant in 1971, as Captain Carl stated. Won the MVP along with Joe Torre in the National League. Here's the pitch to Stretch McCovey. And McCovey slaps the ball to left. Nice piece of hitting by Willie. Tying run at first with 1 out. Go ahead run at the plate from Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench had 27 homers in 71. He's only batting 200 in the series with no homers and no ribbies. Double play ball will get them out of the inning. Aparicio and Carew looking for that double play ball up the middle. Here's the pitch to Bench. Base hit. Oh, snared by Blue. Goes to Carew. On to Cash. How do you do? Double play. And the side is retired. Watch this thing of beauty. I thought that was a base hit up the middle. Blue fields it. Throws to Carew quickly. Snap throws to Cash. 1-4-3. Top of the 5th. 1-0 American League. Vida Blue looking to pick up his second win in this series. He won Game 1 over Doc Ellis. He now faces Marichal in Game 4 with the American League up 2-1 in the series. Here's little Louis Aparicio. He singled his first plate appearance. The pitch to Aparicio. Ground ball. Harrelson! Quick snag and a throw to McCovey. That's... Oh! And did Harrelson throw the... Yes! The low throw gets away from McCovey. Aparicio, a two-base error on Harrelson. What a play by Harrelson. That was a hard-hit ball to his backhand. He quickly snared it. Aparicio really going down that line fast. And Harrelson threw low, and it got away from McCovey. So a big insurance run at second base. And here comes a sac bunt by Blue, who's a 10 out of 10 bunter. He puts it down. Marichal fields it. Throws to Beckert. Covering on the wheel play. And they get Blue out, but advancing to third is Aparicio. So Vida Blue continues to do his job on the mound and now at the plate. So here's Rod Carew 0 for 2. Can Hot Rod knock in little Louis Aparicio? Infield's normal for the National League. Marichal is ready to work. The windup and the pitch to Carew. And he fouls it back to the screen. Marichal in the driver's seat. 0-2 count to Hot Rod Carew. Bench again sets the target. Marichal rocks and fires. And he strikes out Carew. And he pumps his fist. Got him on the off-speed pitch. Great job. Marichal's now struck out 5. And here's Bobby Mercer. Mercer's 1 for 2. He singled and struck out. Can Mercer knock in Aparicio with 2 outs? Aparicio stands 90 feet away from another run for this junior circuit. Bobby Mercer awaits the Marichal off. Here's the pitch. And they walked him, an intentional walk to Bobby Mercer. Oh my God, that cannot make big Frank Robinson happy. Even though he's batting 166, Frank, a man of tremendous pride. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. The fans, the American Leaguers, and Frank, they want him to park one. Let's see if this will backfire on the senior circuit. A very angry Frank Robinson. Here's the pitch to Big Frank. And that's a fly ball. And Stargell makes the running catch in the left field corner. Oh boy, Frank almost made them pay for it, but Willie Stargell pulled Marichal out of the fire. American Leaguers strand runners on the corners. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0 junior circuit. Due up for the National League All-Stars of 71, Beckert, Harrelson, and Marichal. Beckert's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch homeward bound by Vida Blue. And that's a base hit to left. Oliva fields it, throws it back in. Tying run at first. Beckert, average runner, 5 out of 10. Cash holding him on. Here's Bud Harrelson. I would assume Harrelson's going to bunt. We're going to play corners in. And go aggressive to Harrelson. And he slaps the ball into right. Beckert will hold at second. So Harrelson showed the bunt, pulled back, and slapped that ball to right. Wow, what a piece of hitting by Bud Harrelson. First and second now. No outs. And you know Marichal's going to bunt. We're going to bring the third. We're going to bring corners in. So cashing at first. Robinson in at third. Blue will go aggressive right at Marichal. He puts the bunt down. Freehand fields it. Fires to Carew on the wheel play. They get Marichal at first. But like Blue, he did his JOB. Second and third, 1 out. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second. Beckert, third. Harrelson, second. Blue on the mound. Freehand behind the plate. And Willie Mays at the plate. The Say-Hey kid is 0 for 2, batting .428 in the series with 2 homers and 2 ribbies. He did not play in Game 3. He homered in Game 1 and 2. Blue deals to Mays. And the ball gets away from Freehand, and Beckert races in with a tying run. Unbelievable. Vida Blue throws a wild pitch. Beckert scores. It's 1-1, and Harrelson advances to third with 1 out. Hank Aaron's on deck. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Infield will move in. So the infield's in, outfield straightaway normal. We're going to try to cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Blue will go aggressive to Mays. And he strikes him out. That's what he needed. There's 2 outs now. Infield goes back to normal. So Vida Blue makes amends for the moment for the wild pitch that tied the ball game up. Harrelson 90 feet away. He's the go-ahead run for the senior circuit. Here comes Hammer and Hank Aaron, who made a magnificent diving catch early in the game, but then watch the bye-bye birdie, that cash bash down the right field line, upper deck. Blue will go aggressive against Aaron. Ground ball. Robinson throws to Cash, and the side is retired. So Vida Blue really bear down there. Go-ahead run stranded in Bud Harrelson at third. We go to the top of the 6th. Whole new ball game, folks. It's 1-1. Due up for the American League, Oliva, Robinson, and Cash to face Juan Marichal. What a pitcher's duel here we have. Oliva's 0 for 2. Bench goes through the signs. Marichal nods his head. He goes through that very familiar high leg kick, and now the pitch to Oliva. And he walked him. Bench again turns behind to the man in blue and just stares at him. He wanted that call on the 3-2 pitch. They're saying it was inside. Bench, just with his eyes, shows he disagrees. So the go-ahead run at first in Oliva, and here comes Brooks Robinson. Hit and runs on. There goes Oliva. Robinson make contact. He shoots it to right. Oliva goes first to third. What a hit and run by Brooks Robinson as he shot that pitch to right. Marichal just was pitching to that outside corner, and Brooksy slapped it that way as Oliva was off and running. So hit and run to perfection by the junior circuit here in Detroit at the ballpark is Thrice Alroni, a card collecting treat. Check out that marvelous card collecting channel. Absolutely fabulous, always a fun time. And we hope to get Thrice Alroni on at some point with Al to talk about his card collection and other things, like his love for the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, so here's Norm Cash. He has homered and flown very deep to right. It's a 1-1 ball game. National Leaguers hope to turn 2 with Harrelson and Beckert up the middle. Marichal deals to his nemesis, Norm Cash. Cash swings, fly ball, deep to center. Mays makes the catch. Oliva tags up and scores. Norm Cash has knocked in both runs. It's 2-1 junior circuit with only 1 out and Brooks Robinson standing at first. So that hit and run produces fruit as Cash gets the sac fly. Here's his teammate from the Tigers, Bill Freehan. He's 0 for 2. 2-1 American League. The pitch to Freehan. And Freehan, fly ball, Stargell right there. Did he make the catch? Yes. Robinson will not tag up. As he had a little adventure out there, he almost dropped it. But there's 2 outs. Brooks Robinson will be off on contact. Here comes little Louis Aparicio, 1 for 2. Marichal rocks and fires. Aparicio swings, and that's another hit for Aparicio. Brooks Robinson will hold up at second. Only a 53% chance to run on Mays' arm, and he's got a weak arm, but you know what? Not going to get thrown out at third. And here comes Vida Blue. We could go a pinch hit here and turn it over to the bullpen, but we're going to let Vida Blue hit. Robinson at second. Aparicio at first. 2-1. American League. Here's the pitch to Vida Blue from Marichal. Oh my lord! Marichal just planted that in the back of Vida Blue, and there's a few words going on. Wow! That is unexpected. I don't know. It looked like it was intentional, too. I mean, he just nailed him with it. And here's Rod Carew, and there's still some chirping. This is supposed to be a friendly exhibition, and Pete Rose is screaming. He's screaming at the American League. And here's Hot Rod Carew, 0 for 3. They can break this game open. I don't know what Marichal is thinking. Brooks Robinson at third, Aparicio at second, Vida Blue pissed off at first. Here's the pitch to Hot Rod Carew. And Carew singles through the right side. 1 run scores. Aparicio will be waved around. 82% chance of scoring. Here's the throw by, and we'll hold Blue at second. Here's a throw by Aaron. Aparicio slides in safe. And it's now 4-1. Again, I don't know what Juan Marichal is thinking. So So Carew knocks in 2, and the American Leaguers have a 4-1 lead, and they're on their way to a 3-1 lead in games, possibly. Here's Bobby Mercer 1 for 2. Let's see what Marichal does now. He's quite incensed on that mound. Bench cannot console him. Here's the pitch to Bobby Mercer. And he strikes him out, but the junior circuit scores 3 to retake the lead 4-1. The National League fans cheer, but are they whistling through a graveyard? We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-1 junior circuit. Due up for the National Leaguers, the National League MVP in 1971, Joe Torre, followed by Stargell and McCovey. If anyone gets on, Johnny Bench. But now Vida Blue, the MVP of the American League, has a 3-run lead, 4-1. Torres 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Joe Torre. And he pops it up, left side. Robinson makes the catch, 1 down. Here's Willie Stargell, he's 0 for 1. Blue works quickly to Pops. And he strikes him out! Oh my God, Vida Blue's in a zone. He has now struck out 5. He's thrown 83 pitches, good for 140. Blue does not want to come out of any game. And here comes Willie Stretch McCovey. He's 1 for 2 off Blue. He's flown to deep left center and singled in the 4th. The pitch to Stretch. And McCovey goes down. Big swing and a miss. What movement. That was a wicked pitch by Blue. We go to the top of the 7th. 4-1 American League. They're smelling a 3-1 victory. And a lot of animosity now between these two teams. And here comes big Frank Robinson, followed by Tony Oliva and Brooks Robinson. Frank 0 for 3. Pitch from Marichal to Frank Robinson. And Robinson singles to left. That's his first hit of the ball game. So Robinson's on first, and here comes Tony Oliva. He's 0 for 2. Hit and run on. There goes Frank. And ground ball foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit and run again. There goes Frank. Oliva smashes that ball to center. Robinson will go first to third. So the hit and run employed once again by the junior circuit as they are taking it to the National League. First and third, no outs. They're looking at KO Juan Marichal. They are very angry that Marichal hit their pitcher, Vida Blue. Here comes Brooks Robinson. The hit and run's on. Stay out of the double play. There goes the runner. Robinson sends that ball deep left center field, and Stargell makes the catch. Frank Robinson will tag up. 63% chance of scoring. Here's the throw, and Robinson slides in safe. Oliva takes second base on the throw to the plate, and it's now 5-1. And again, the chirping between the dugouts. This game has gotten nasty. And here comes Norm Cash, 1 for 2. He's knocked in 2 runs, 1 on a homer, 1 on a sac fly. Let's see if Marichal will give him some chin music. Bench tries to calm down the man from the Dominican Republic. Here's the pitch to Cash. Cash sends that ball shallow right. They jammed him. Heron makes the catch. Oliva looking to tag, but does not. Only a 33% chance. So 2 outs, and here comes Billy Freehand. Freehand batting below 100. And we might give someone else an at-bat here. We're going to bring in Reginald Martinez-Jackson to pinch hit for Freehand, so we'll have a new catcher. So here comes Reggie Jackson. 5-1 lead for the American Leaguers. Can Jackson send one out of the building? Marichal to Jackson. Jackson, base hit to right. Oliva hits third and scores. So Reggie Jackson knocks in run number 6, and the rout is on. The American Leaguers continue to squawk. They want more runs. Marichal hit their pitcher. And here's little Louis Aparicio, who's got his back going in this game. Was pretty much hitting poop. Now 2 for 3. He's up to 333. The pitch to Aparicio. Bench trying to console Marichal. Back behind the plate. Sets the target. They come in tight. Aparicio grounds it to Torre, who fires to McCovey. And that will retire the side. But the junior circuit scores 2 more. And it's now 6-1. So Jackson, we need a catcher. And the catcher will be Ray Fosse will come in to catch. And we'll put him there. And Robinson will go out, I think. Oliva is going to move to right. Robinson's day is done. Carl Yastrzemski, an excellent fielder, is going to go to left, the Red Sox. So Yastrzemski's in left, Oliva moves from left to right. Robinson's out of the game. Fosse comes in after Reggie Jackson pinch hits and knocks in a runner for Freehand. Alrighty. Blue back up on the bump. He'll face Bench, Beckert, and Harrelson. The senior circuit down by 5. Johnny Bench 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Vida Blue. And that ball's driven deep to center. Mercer goes back, makes the catch. Nice jump by Bobby. 1 down. Here's Beckert. He's 1 for 2. Blue works quickly. Beckert grounds it to Cash. Cash waves off Blue. Steps on the bag. 2 down. There's no stopping Vida Blue now. As Straith Cerrone says, "Come on, National League!" But they're facing Vida Blue, MVP in 1971 for the junior circuit. Here's Bud Harrelson. Harrelson is 1 for 1. He showed the bunt and slapped it to right. They're going to go aggressive to Harrelson. And Harrelson is 2 for 2. They came inside, and Harrelson just got those hands in and ripped at that ball as he singles the left center. Now bring up Juan Marichal. And now, if we could only hit him, but it does not give us that option. See, and out of the ballpark, I would have plunked Juan Marichal right now, thus causing a brawl, but good entertainment for the family and friend. All right, aggressive to Marichal. Oh, they go to Colbert, and Blue squawks at Marichal, calling him a chicken shit, I think. And now Marichal looking back at him. It could be on like Donkey Kong. And here comes Nate Colbert. Colbert 0 for 2 in the playoff series. This all-star extravaganza, 1971. National League American League, best of 7. American League up 2-1, looking to go up 3-1. They have a 6-1 lead. The pitch to Colbert. Fly ball. Yastrzemski coming in and left. Makes the diving catch! And the side is retired. What a catch. Carl Yastrzemski just inserted for his defense. And he just made a wonderful diving catch to rob Colbert of a base hit. We go to the top of the 8th. Junior Circuit 6. Senior Circuit 1. And here's Vida Blue, and the new pitcher for the National League is Don Wilson. Wilson, in the playoff series, has a save. He saved the only victory for the National League. He's thrown 2 innings, walked 1, struck out 2, given up no runs. Blue awaits the Wilson offer. Pitch homeward bound. And Blue strikes out as he turns and smiles to the National League bench and tells them they're number 1. So 1 out, top of the order, Hot Rod Carew. Bench goes through the signs. Don Wilson kicks and fires. Carew swings, fly ball, left center field. Stargell on the move, makes the catch, 2 away, and here comes Bobby Mercer. Bobby Mercer's 1 for 3. Yastrzemski on deck. Mercer awaits the offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. And Bobby Mercer sends it to shallow right. Aaron comes racing in, and he makes the basket catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 6-1 American League. They're really thumping the senior circuit. And Vida Blue, 107 pitches. He still looks strong. Fosse, his new battery mate. I forgot to tell you. 10 out of 10 defensive range, 7 out of 10 arm. Oliva 6 out of 10 in right as he moves over from left to right. 5 out of 10 arm. And Yastrzemski's outstanding in left. 10 out of 10 range, 8 out of 10 arm. Here's the pitch to an aging Say Hey kid, Willie Mays, who's 0 for 3. And he strikes out Mays. Fosse dropped the ball, but calmly picked it up and threw to Cash to complete the strikeout. 1 down. Here's Hank Aaron. He's 0 for 3. Blue just wants to go. He deals to Hammer and Hank. Aaron pops it out to Yastrzemski. That ball started to carry. Yaz had to go back. Makes the catch, 2 down. The American League only 4 outs away from a commanding 3-1 lead in this best of 7 1971 All-Star Extravaganza. All games played in Detroit. Joe Torre's 1 for 3. Blue wants to make him 1 for 4. Will he shut the door? Pitch homeward bound. Torre, base hit, left. So Torre's 2 for 4. And here comes Pop Stargell. If Willie goes yard, they'll cut the lead in half. Lefty-lefty matchup. Blue Shakes off Fosse. He wants to go at him. He's going to go aggressive to Pop. Oh, and now they're going to call Pops out. And it's Lee May. May is 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch to May. And he strikes him out. And Vida Blue tells him to go sit his fat ass back on the bench. A lot of animosity between these teams. We go to the top of the ninth, 6-1. American League. Don Wilson back up on the mound. He'll face the left fielder from the Boston Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski. He has, as you remember, won the Triple Crown in 1967 in the Impossible Dream year. Red Sox would win the American League pennant but lose to St. Louis in 7. The pitch to Yastrzemski, batting .500 with a ribby in the series. And Yaz sends that to shallow center. Mays. Did Mays call off? Yes, he calls off Harrelson. 1 out. Here's Tony Oliva, 1 for 3. Wilson looks in, nods his head. Bench sets a target. The pitch to Tony O. Oliva swings, ground ball. McCovey takes it to the bag himself. Waves off Nelson, 2 down. And here is Brooks Robinson, 1 for 2. Cash on deck. He's knocked in 2. He's also homered. The pitch to Brooksy. Oh my lord! As that ball goes off his helmet, and my God, the National League has got. And you know what? Wow! That's all I can say as the American Leaguers come up to the top step, and Vida Blue leading the charge. He's sick of this crap. And here comes Norm Cash. He's going to jack one out, I think. And Cash sends that ball deep to right center, but Aaron makes the catch in front of the wall. And we go to the bottom of the ninth in a very chippy, ugly game. Brooks Robinson was gonged off the helmet. And Vida Blue was hit in the back by Marichal. Robinson was hit by Wilson. And Vida Blue, 119 pitches, looking to go the distance, pick up his second victory here. They have a 5-run lead. If he gets 2 outs, will he go headhunting? Will he plant the ball in one of these National League bastards' backs? That's the way he's thinking. I'm not saying it's me. All right, here comes Willie McCovey. Everyone loves Stretch. I don't think he would hit Stretch. 1 for 3. And he strikes him out, and he points to the dugout and tells him to sit his ass down. And here comes Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench starts chirping. He tells him to shut the F up. The pitch to Bench. And Bench sends it to Mercer. 2 outs. And again, Blue motions, saying the bench is over there. And here comes Beckert. Beckert just not even trying to make eye contact. As Blue is a predator out in that mound now. Fosse almost giggling behind the plate. Looks like Beckert's going to poop himself. Here's the pitch to Glenn Beckert. And Beckert says, poop this! As he chokes up on that bat, and he slaps that ball past Aparicio into left. Inning stays alive. Game stays alive. Still down by 5. And here's Bud Harrelson. He's 2 for 2. Blue will go aggressive looking for that strikeout. Fosse says, let's just blow the ball right by this bastard. Oh, they try to come in tight. Mercer makes the catch up against the wall. What a catch by Bobby Mercer. Holy crud. Did Bud Harrelson gave it a ride. I mean, Fosse went out there and says, let's go high and tight to this bastard. You could read his lips. And my God, Bud Harrelson somehow got the bat around and drove it deep to center. Bobby Mercer playing a little shallow racing back at the wall. He leaped and made the catch. This ball game is over. Vida Blue picks up his second victory in this All-Star Extravaganza Series 6-1. And this is not a friendly series anymore. Not anymore, folks. It's 3-1 in games. And 2 American Leaguers were hit. Blue was hit by Marichal as Marichal planted one right in Blue's back. And then Brooks Robinson got hit off the helmet by Don Wilson. We'll see how it goes in the next game. So let's give you the box scores and call it a stream. So we're going to bring the box score up. The screen will go black for a moment. And there's the box score. And there's a lot of ugliness in this game, folks. But that's how it happens sometimes. All right, Vida Blue, once again, goes the distance. And he's 2-0 now. 9 innings, 7 hits, only 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks, 9 Ks. He threw 135 pitches. Juan Marichal takes the loss. He's 0-1. So Vida Blue has beat Doc Ellis and Juan Marichal and given the American Leaguers a 3-1 lead. If they win one more game, this series is toast. So Marichal, 7 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He gave up a home run to Cash, who was 1 for 4 with 2 ribbies. Walked 3, struck out 6, and just planted a fastball in Blue's back. Then Don Wilson pitched the final 2 innings. He didn't give up anything, struck out 1, but he hit Brooks Robinson off the helmet. But with all of that animosity, the American Leaguers, the junior circuit, kept their composure. Might have said some bad language, but they win the game 6-1, take a 3-1 lead in the series. Let's go to the batting. Carew was 1 for 5 with 2 ribbies and a strikeout. Mercer 1 for 4 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Frank Robinson, was 1 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. Was replaced by Yastrzemski. Oliva moved from left to right, and Yastrzemski came in to play left. Yaz was 0 for 1. Tony Oliva was 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a walk. Brooks Robinson got hit in the helmet. He was 1 for 2, a run scored, a ribby, and a walk. Cash, 1 for 2, a homer, a sac fly, a run scored. He had 2 ribbies. Freehand was 0 for 3, and he struck out. Was lifted for the pinch hitter Reggie Jackson, who singled in a run, and then Fosse came in to play defense. Aparicio had a hell of a game, 2 for 4, a run scored. And Vida Blue was 0 for 2, struck out twice, and got hit in the back. The American League in victory, 34 at-bats, 6 runs, 9 hits, 6 ribbies, 3 walks, 7 Ks. For the National League, now trailing 3-1, Willie Mays was 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times, the hat trick you don't want to get. Hank Aaron was 0 for 4. Vida Blue was dominant. Joe Torre got 2 hits off him, though. He was 2 for 4. Stargell was 0 for 2 with a walk and a K. May pinch hit and promptly got struck out. Lou Brock came in to play left field. Did not bat. Willie McCovey was 1 for 4, struck out twice. Johnny Bench was 0 for 4, he struck out once. Beckert was 2 for 4 with a run scored, as he scored on the wild pitch by Blue. Harrelson was 2 for 3 with a walk. Juan Marichal was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Colbert, the pinch hitter, was 0 for 1. Don Wilson pitched, did not hit, and we're going to see how it goes. A lot of animosity between these two teams now. 32 at-bats, only 1 run, and it was on a wild pitch by Blue for the National Leaguers. 7 hits, no runs knocked in, 2 walks, and they struck out 9 times. Player of the game, I would think it's Vida Blue. Yes, it is. Player of the game. American League left 9 runners on base. The National League 7. Yastrzemski made his second great play of the series. Harrison made his second great play of the series, and Hank Aaron made his first. The recap. The American League Junior Circuit would score first as they got 1 run on 2 hits. Norm Cash hit a solo homer, 1-0 American League in the top of the second. The National League would tie it up in the bottom of the 5th. 1 run on 2 hits. Glenn Beckert scored on the pass ball by Freehand, 1-1. And that's all the Senior Circuit could do. Because in the 6th, the American League sent 8 batters to the plate, scoring 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk. Cash hit a sac fly, made it 2-1. Rod Carew singled, knocking in 2. And that made it 4-1. Then in the 7th, the American League would strike again. 2 runs on 3 hits. Brooks Robinson hit a sac fly, made it 5-1, and Reggie Jackson pinch hit singled, scoring Oliva, made it 6-1, and that's your final tally. Vida Blue got the win. He went the distance. He's now 2-0 in this All-Star Extravaganza Best of 7 playoff series. Juan Marichal took the loss in his first start as he went 7 innings. So, the American Leaguers now take a 3-1 lead. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. I'd like to say thank you to Thrice Cerrone, a card collecting treat. Check out that wonderful card collecting channel. And always our good friend in the FOC, Captain Carl 8 McGill. Thank you very much, Bob. To everyone who watched now or later, take care, health, and happiness. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace!